Script, Newton's first law of motion. Slide 1, title. Slide title, Newton's first law of motion. Subtitle, Understanding Inertia. Slide 2, Introduction. Teacher, hello everyone. Today, we're going to explore one of the fundamental principles of physics, Newton's first law of motion. This law is all about how objects behave when they're not being acted upon by external forces. Slide 3, the law defined. Teacher, Newton's first law states that an object at rest will remain at rest, and an object in motion will continue moving at a constant velocity unless acted upon by a net external force. This tendency of objects to resist changes in their state of motion is called inertia. Slide 4, inertia explained. Teacher, inertia is the property of matter that causes it to resist changes in its motion. The greater the mass of an object, the greater its inertia. This means heavier objects are harder to start or stop moving compared to lighter ones. Slide 5, Example 1, a stationary ball. Teacher, let's look at an example. Imagine a soccer ball sitting still on the ground. According to Newton's first law, that ball will remain at rest until someone kicks it. The force of the kick is what changes its state from rest to motion. Slide 6, Example 2, a moving car. Teacher, now, consider a car driving down the highway at a constant speed. If the driver takes their foot off the gas pedal and there are no forces acting on the car, it would continue moving at that same speed in a straight line. However, in reality, forces like friction and air resistance will eventually slow it down. Slide 7, Example 3, a book on a table. Teacher, here's another example. Picture a book lying on a table. The book will stay there until someone picks it up or pushes it off the table. It won't suddenly start moving on its own, it needs an external force to change its state. Slide 8, real-life application, seatbelts. Teacher, now, let's relate this to something we encounter in everyday life, seatbelts. When a car suddenly stops, the passengers inside continue moving forward due to inertia. If they're not wearing seatbelts, they could be thrown forward. Seatbelts provide the necessary force to stop them from moving, keeping them safe. Slide 9, Summary. Teacher, to summarize, Newton's first law of motion tells us that objects will stay at rest or continue moving in a straight line at constant speed unless acted upon by an external force. This principle helps us understand the importance of forces in our daily lives. Slide 10, Questions. Teacher, now, do you have any questions about Newton's first law? Can you think of other examples from your own experiences? End of script. This script provides a structured way to present Newton's first law of motion, engaging students with relatable examples and encouraging discussion. Feel free to adjust the content or examples based on the age group and understanding level of your students.